Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belligerent Brandenburg campaign. Here we are in MEIOU&Taxes. Just completed the glorious War of the Pomeranian Succession. Got all our territorial cores. Now we could full core all this stuff straight away, but I think there's actually no reason to do that. I think. Yeah, territorial cores do turn into proper cores over time in stated areas. No, in non-stated areas as well, I think. And I don't think having a full core actually helps at all, unless you really want the what's it called? Autonomy, that's the word, to go under 50. And obviously we do want the autonomy up here to go over 50, but whether it would, alright, here it actually would. But it's going up quite quickly, because of all the separatism. So it wouldn't actually stay under 50. Because you can see, if we look at one of these provinces, like this one, for example, is the best example. The autonomy floor is 50. Oh, no, it's actually 100 right now, because of martial law. But if we didn't have the martial law modifier, the lowest the autonomy could be would be 50, because we have a territorial core. But I suspect the autonomy in these provinces is going to be higher than that anyway. I mean, if you look at the kind of autonomy we have in our provinces, I mean, less than 50 is exclusively in the capital and the neighbouring province to the capital. Something I hadn't looked at yet, which is important, is these are the areas that we currently have stated. Obviously, the light green areas are capital states, dark green areas are non-capital states, and the hatched areas are areas in states that we have as states, but we don't control. This is a good way to direct our expansion, because we don't want to have, we have a limited number of states. We can only have another 4. So we want to try and expand into these areas as a matter of priority. Give me a second, sorry. It's funny, I haven't sneezed all morning and I start recording and then suddenly. Anyway, I have been reading some of your comments and people want us to go Calixine, and I know a way I can actually get something to read to say it. Okay, there it is. Calixtines? Calixtines? We could also just call them Cathars, because I think Cathars, or is it Lollards? Oh, it's all, I've forgotten, I was on the wiki, and I've totally forgotten already. Yeah, so Calixines, or whatever they're called, I think they're the Lollards? I think they're the Lollards. They rise up in Prague, near the beginning of the Reformation, and people are saying in the comments, or at least one person was saying, they've never seen anyone do them in a campaign of MEIOU&Taxes. So that could be fun. We could try going with them. We'd have to take quite a few religious idea groups to be able to convert enough stuff, because it's really difficult to convert land in MEIOU&Taxes, especially with the fires of Reformation burning around here. So I think we might go Calixine. The other reason we might want to go Lollard, I'm just going to vary what I call it, so I'll call it the right thing at least some of the time, is that they give plus 10% morale armies, which is crazy high. Protestant only gives plus 5%. So that could be good. What else came up in the comments? There was one other thing. Can't remember what it was. Will wants to marry us. Will's over here somewhere, aren't they? Where are you, Will? Oh, that's right, you're this guy. No. Right. So, obviously we want these cores back at some point, but I think they're just going to expire, to be honest. I suspect we're not going to break the alliance with them in the next, for this one it would have to be in like the next 20 years. Less, because it would give us a truce, and we'd then have to fight the war. Grottingen wants to marry us. Where are you? You're not tiny. You got 2 provinces. And some urban pop. You could be an okay ally. But no, I'm okay for now. Who was I trying to ally? Brunswick, that's right. But we can't marry them because for some reason it still counts as us being at our alliance limit. Even though I'm only allied to a dynasty member, which I assume is just a bug. Which is, annoying, but there you go. What you're going to do. So what should we do with our diplomats? Yeah, so these will all have gone up to 100 autonomy. Yeah. We could start spying on the Teutons. That's right. That's what we were thinking about. The Teutons have currently an ongoing conflict with Denmark. So I'm hoping and praying that Denmark pulls things back. They've lost their capital, so things aren't looking good, but I can hope. Yes, we'll take the admin. Is that a good choice in MEIOU? Costs 40 to reduce it by 1. We just got 50 for 0.5. So yes, it's definitely a good idea. Apart from anything else, our inflation is ticking up to... what's the... I think at 0 centralization, it ticks up to something like 10? Something like that. And then as you go up closer to 100, it lowers the amount it's going to tick up to, down and down and down. We're still losing money. Not hugely happy with that. I do want to be drilling, though, because professionalism is so good. I didn't check, by the way, these other modifiers in case they're different. Because obviously the professional army one, or the conscription army as they call it, comes much earlier in these bonuses than it does in vanilla. So, army draw gain modifier, not very helpful. General cost down, that's nice. May refill garrison. I don't imagine we'll refill garrison a lot, but very situationally it can be helpful. Permanent army. Riemann did some testing on this, and apparently it does actually almost nothing. Army draw gain again. Yeah. The thing is, we're not usually drilling for drill. We're drilling for army professionalism. So giving us buffs to drill doesn't really affect it much. Okay, we definitely want to stay as up to date as possible on Miltech. Switch out to men-at-arms. Do we have new knights? We did. Okay, so do we want offensive shock or defensive shock? We definitely want offensive, because we're going for a kind of smash them into surrendering rather than a long drawn-out battle in which we take less damage kind of setup. I would like to raise our development level. Oh, it's gone up! We're at development level low now, rather than... What was it before? Primitive or something? That's good. I wonder if our greater nobles have been building some buildings. They're pretty rich. So, they should be... Yeah, they have a treasury of 500 gold right now. I should probably be offering them even more gold. Try and raise their opinion. The other thing, that was it. Someone was mentioning in the comments. There's an event that has a mean time to happen, which means on average it will happen this often, of 20 years, which causes that 60% of all of your non-primary culture provinces to get unrest. And they were saying we should just delete it because it's very silly. This event is extremely silly because it doesn't... I don't understand it. Like, who cares? I'm not going to get unrest in my capital, except when I have, like, the estate there disloyal. So why would you give me 1, 2, 3, or 4 unrest in a province that has minus 24 unrest? Seems very pointless to me, but oh well. Corrupt taxmen. We're probably going to want to take an admin idea group because it's the tech we're most ahead on. Although we might want to take... I really like an early culture grab. We can't afford to take a military idea group right now because we need to catch up on military tech. Let's just lose the 10 ducats, that's fine. If we have to stop drilling for a bit, I'll live with it. So I wonder where Denmark's army is. Have I got my condottieri alert disabled? Yes, I do. Let's turn that back on. Because I would like to know if anyone's willing to hire the glorious armies of Brandenburg. Condottieri in this game are a lot more powerful than they are in vanilla. I say in this game, in this mod, they're a lot more powerful than vanilla because 20 men is a hugely larger amount of men in MEIOU&Taxes than it is in vanilla most of the time. The troops are more expensive. Now, we could consider building some trade fleets. Oh, there we go. On rapid communication now. So this place is actually being limited. I was about to say it is being limited by the 50% floor, but it doesn't look like it actually is because it's going up by 0.55. So, what's causing it to go up so much? Yeah, separatism. There's not a huge amount of actual unrest, but there is a lot of separatism hiding behind there. It's going to take a long time for that separatism to tick down. Thing is, we don't really want to take humanist ideas, which is the best way to reduce separatism, because first off, it's impious, and secondly, we're going for, you know, religious ideas rather than tolerance ideas. We'll see. We shall see. How much are claims again? We're in the HREs. I think that makes it more expensive for us. Yeah, it costs 60 rather than normal 40. I think that's right. Another reason to tear down this decrepit organisation of Carolingian past. And see what we can do to form a new glorious German nation up here. Sounds good to me. Oh, they've got actual war score. Yep, they have been having battles. That's good. They've been winning them, but that's still good, because every battle they have, you know, is them... ooh. Alright. Sigismund. Am I the only one who's played Kingdom Come Deliverance recently, and every time I hear Sigismund, it's like, arr, Sigismund. Anyway. He is now energetic. That's really good. Almost balances out his... in fact, it probably does balance out his hopeless spender. Yeah, it does, and more. He's a good leader. This old von Luxembourg chap we've got here. He's not the same as their von Luxembourg, is he? No. He's just another von Luxembourg. The other thing we might want to consider, and I know this is kind of ridiculous, is espionage ideas, just for fun. Because, well, actually, no, it doesn't actually help fabricating claims too much. It's only 15% reduction. So, nah. What we should do, when we get state religion ideas, if we're really pious, then that'll be great, because we get the Deus Vult. Which, if we go Calnixene, is going to be, you know, everyone's going to be a heretic and a heathen to us, because it's very rare that you see more than like one or two tiny little nations go Calnixene. Sometimes Bohemia does, but usually they start the Hussite Wars. That's right, they must be Hussites, because it was the Hussite Wars, which Bohemia fighting for its religious independence from Austria. What the heck happened to Austria? Jesus. Hello, Styria. That's not what normally happens. Okay, so much for my worthy ally in the south in the Ascendant Austria. Maybe there'll be some kind of event for them to get this back, but that's a big deal. You still got your personal union? Yeah, yeah. Just, you know, staying abreast of world affairs. Let's make let's make some major people special interest, just so yeah, so we're kept abreast of worldly affairs. Yeah, Papal State, Hungary. Hungary's important. Austria's important. And yeah, I want to hear about when the Ottomans start doing their thing. In fact, it looks like they might be doing it right now. Yep. There goes the Empire of the Romans. The Ottomans are currently sieging them down. France declared war on Liège. Well, that was a timely decision to start paying attention to France, wasn't it? That's not good. So the Emperor is about to call us to arms against France, which sucks. I guess we just have to accept. If we break our alliance with them now and we declare on them, we'd still lose because we don't have the men. They have got a number of vassals. It's a defensive war, which means we'd get a free pick from our estates. Alright, I guess we take the fight. Yep, we're in France. Let's do this. So if we actually just pieced out straight away, Bohemia would hate us. Let's go drill up in Stolp. We are going to keep drilling. The defense of the Empire. The Empire is under siege. The Empire asks us to supply a contingent to the army of the Holy Roman Empire. What shall be our reply? We will send 10% of our maximum manpower and 2.5%. I'm actually helping! I'm fighting! You shouldn't get this if you're actually in the fight. So we can send 10% of our income. Sorry, 10% manpower, 2.5 yearly income. 10% yearly income. Or find an excuse. This war is not our or in the Empire's interests. Everyone hates us. Well, we will send men and money, I think. So that's interesting. So presumably that means he is currently getting, you know, from at least like 1/3 of the Empire, he's now getting quite substantial monetary benefits. We do have the numbers advantage. What are French ideas like? They're not as overpowered as they are in vanilla. No, not even close. He did take standing army ideas first, which is a good idea group. In case you're not aware of how the idea groups go, by the way, when you take quality, if you take that and standing army, you can get grand army. I think grand army is pretty good, but professional is probably the one we want. So quality and standing army to give us professional army. Logistics and leadership are also great. Leadership is fantastic because it gives you all kinds of extra pips. So extra land maneuver, extra siege, extra shock, extra fire. So your generals are 4 pips better as base, which is crazy good. So now the question is, do we get involved? Do we actually go and fight in this fight? Let's see if we can get free men from our estates. Because France is going to get so many men from their estates. It's offensive war support. Yes, we can get free men from the estates, which is great. I'll take, yeah, partial military support and partial military support. I think we're going to go and fight. I think we're going to go and try and defend the empire with our Bohemian allies. We will heavily restrict looting. That's going to give me monthly war exhaustion. But 0.02 is not bad. And that extra discipline. Yeah, we're going to do it. So we have 10.88 discipline now. Everyone merge in. As soon as the noblemen have risen, then we're going to go over here and try and help out. Oh god, they've got Burgundy under them. Burgundy's some kind of special vassal. Yeah, an appendage. Does that say appendage? Appanage. Yeah, numbers now swaying in their favour. But, you know, we've got Prussian Space Marines behind us, so we may yet do it. Hey, we actually got a cavalry. Nice. We could definitely go stack wipe some of these northern guys. We're losing money now. If we had burgers, it would be great, because we could get some... I can actually get this free now. Cool, right, we'll take that free. More army tuition from battles. You got any more free picks for us? No. I like that we actually have a cav. He looks cool, doesn't he? Let's check out this unit model. Looking pretty good. Alright. Let's go. Nope, there's 10,000 of them up there now. If we lose this fight, it's not that bad. I really don't want them to come and siege us down and loot us and all that stuff. Let's check out the quality of the French army. Oh god, it's showing them in second place, apparently. So the game thinks we have the best army overall. I think it automatically sorts by who's like, got the best. Not much siege ability. That's okay. We've got very good discipline. We've got much worse morale. Of course, I forgot we're behind on tech. Oh, that's not good. We are roaring towards the wet grinding? What's that? The manufacture of gunpowder. Cool. Alright, Bohemia, where do you want to go? There goes the retreating Utrecht troops. God, they've got so many men. It looks like he's just going to go and siege down Burgundy. That's not a winning strategy, France. Oh, okay, okay. These guys we can take. 5,000 men coming into our lands? No. Those we shall see off, verily. Let's make sure we get our best general in charge. They're splitting up even more. Excellent. This is forest, but there is a fort there, so I think they should get the penalty. No one gets the penalty. I don't understand how it works. Alright, good. Driven them off. Let's go and get these guys now. How soon are we allowed to separate peace out without Bohemia getting really mad? Let's see. Signing a separate truce will lower trust by 20. While having more than -20 war score in the first 36 months. So I think if we can hold out 36 months, then we can peace out and they won't be so mad at us. I think. Problem is, looking at the amount of money we have, if we get into a debt spiral, it's going to be very bad. Let's let them lock into Wittenberg. We'll move in here. We need to defend the Empire against the French, because if we let the French just blob into this area, they're going to be very dangerous. See, this time they took a crossing penalty. Our Lady of Magdeburg. Several East Elban peasants claim to have witnessed a Marian apparition. Cool. We had a miracle. Alright, let's go deal with these guys now. So yeah, they're just massing up in the south. Once I finish beating up these small armies, we should go and join up with them. I don't think I'm going to siege, because I don't want to lose that much manpower. What are you doing, Liège? Don't lose battles. What's the war goal? Liege, which I guess is Liège, if it's, you know, spelt properly. So there it is. We're about to lose the war goal. Driven them back at least. You guys coming in again. Get out of my Magdeburg. It's my beautiful trade city with a warehouse and a centre of Catholic pilgrimage. All right, here we go. Some fights starting down here. Oh, they moved out of the war goal. That's good. If I was only the war leader, then maybe I could get some kind of sneaky, quick peace out of this. Because if it goes on for too long, I bet France has the manpower advantage. Both people looks like they've raised their estate troops. Let's see about that manpower count. Yeah, so France has 21,000 men total and 20,000 manpower. Whereas Bohemia does have a Christ ton more manpower, actually. I guess that's because of all the princes in the HRE giving him their manpower. Interesting. Defeat. They pieced out Utrecht separately. That's not good. We just lost some men. Not that many, though. Utrecht only had, what, 2k or something? Don't just stand there with low morale. What are you doing? No! We're on our way, France. Hold out. France? Bohemia. No, this is doomed. Oh, stack white. Alright, let's go hide in the forest. That is seriously not ideal. I don't know what we're going to do. I think it was still probably the right choice to fight. Even if we end up losing this war, I'm going to be happy that we tried. Okay, but the result, the conclusion of this, what is the actual name? It's the Conquest of Liège, right? Can take place in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.